Hey guys, welcome to the den. I'm back and better. If Most of you are on my Twitter anyway, but safe to say I've been dead for a few days, which hasn't helped video editing or anything else, or job or anything else. But moving on, one of the big things in my setup, which really annoys me, is the fact that connections aren't universal, either to the TV or to the console or to any other device you may be using. However, it's becoming increasingly easy to make it work under one connection, if you will. Now, what I mean by this is, if you've read the thumbnail, you know exactly what I'm on about. I really want all my consoles to work through HDMI, whether it be retro, modern, or whatever. If I could have my handhelds do that, that'd be awesome. There are ways, but not ways that I'm willing to pay for, because they can be very expensive. So there are some other options out there which can benefit this idea. Now, I want all my consoles through HDMI. It's got to happen sooner or later, because SCART leads and RGB cables are either fairly hard to come by for decent ones, or the ones that you can get pretty much just disintegrate. Not the greatest of things. However, my PS2 one has decided to die. So much so that I'm now only getting a green colour from it, which Sonic's meant to be blue. If you know me, Sonic's meant to be blue, and there's no green Sonic. And don't come out with Manic, because I'll find you and I'll hunt you down. Stop. But yeah, it's dead, pretty much. It's on its way out, and I need a way to universally hook up these consoles. So I've been searching the web for quite some time. Amazon, eBay, other websites, things like Hyperkin, Retrobit, everywhere, and I've not been able to find much. However, over the last few months, they've become increasingly available, which has made my life a hell of a lot easier. It just has. So my aim at this point is to get the main consoles in my setup that I'm currently using through HDMI, which is Dreamcast with the Pound cable, which I will be getting. I've actually ordered one of them, so that'll be coming hopefully this week at some point. So that'll be one. Of course, it was going to be Sega Dreamcast. Who doesn't want Dreamcast in upscale HD? But yeah, that's on there. And then also, they've also done one for the original Xbox and PS2, which is, those are my next two investments in order to do this. Now, the only thing that I'm a little bit skeptical about is the PS2 one needs power directly into its module on the actual cable, which isn't too bad because you can hook it up through the PS2. However, I'm not one that likes cables coming out the front of my console unless it's a controller and I have no other option. But I'm kind of stuck with that. That's a gripe I'm going to have to dismiss and sweep under the rug. But the Xbox One doesn't have that. It actually has just the cable itself that hooks up into a HDMI slot, which I've seen here. However, the other scenario that I'm facing is the fact that I'm currently running out of HDMI slots. I've only got one splitter or switcher. Now, that causes a problem for two reasons. One, because essentially that Dreamcast is going to fill up that switcher, along with what else I've got over there, which is PS3, Xbox. I've got my backwards compatible PS3, which is always hooked up. And then you've also got the Hyperkin Retron HD, which I love to bits, despite its issues. And then also the Wii U. Yes, I still have a Wii U. Shoot me. But yeah, they're all hooked up through that switch. I've got one slot left in that switcher to fill, and that is going to be the Dreamcast. So if I get these HDMI cables, I'm going to need another switcher through HDMI 2 on the TV, which it's not so much a big deal. It's just more money to spend and a bigger investment. But it can be done on a cheaper basis than usual, so I'm going to try and do that. Now, you might be asking if you could probably do this. Yes, if you've got the money and you've got the investment, if you've got the time, go for it. It is beautiful. Now, I've tested one of these cables before, and there's really no comparison. The only other way that you can get a better picture from the Dreamcast is VGA, and I don't have a VGA input on that TV. Even though it's an HD TV and it's not really that new, it doesn't have a VGA slot on it. So anything concerning PC or PC format, I can't use. So the plan is to do that. Hopefully, when this cable comes, I will do a video on that, do an unboxing and other things like that in this same format. And we'll see what we can do. Now, there's one console missing out of what I've got that I'm not entirely sure I can get a cable for. And that is the PS1. It's currently hooked up by RGB, but I wouldn't mind having that as HD as well. So we'll see what becomes of that and see if Hyperkin or Pound release a cable for it. Hopefully they will, with any luck, and we'll get it all hooked up. You can follow me on that journey as well, because I'll do videos on that. But hopefully I'll be able to get rid of all the SCART inputs that I've got, because they're not that reliable. The reason I did it to begin with is because it was my only option. Now there are a wider range of options, so see what we can do in that format. That is the plan. Hopefully with no issues, and there we go. Hopefully it will sort itself out. In the meantime, guys, like, comment, subscribe. If you've got any questions, comment below. As always, keep it nice, because if you don't, I'm not going to answer you. So, in the meantime, happy gaming.